whatever the year, whatever the vintage, whatever the model, pilots will tell you, including these two, that the Falcon, the Dassault product, has something special about it, a certain kind of feel to it. And there's no better example of that than the legendary Flamant. It's one thing to preserve history. It's another to keep it alive and spinning. And that's what they're doing here at the Albert Picardie Airport, about 100 miles north of Paris. They're lovingly keeping a classic old bird where she belongs. In the wild blue yonder. We are aboard a Dassault Flamant MD-311.
The maiden flight of this aircraft was in 1947 roughly, and it's the first aircraft to have the name of Marcel Dassault.
We savored the nose cone view as we did some scud running over the French countryside. Our stick-in rudder man is Terry.
It's a very great airplane to fly. Yeah. The control columns is very nice, very smooth, and all the Dassault aircraft have the reputations to have very good control columns.
Terry's day job is here, flying a Dassault product at the other end of the chronological spectrum, the Rafale. He is the most experienced fighter pilot in the French Air Force. Marcel Dassault built the Flamant for the military, and it saw action in the Algerian War.
It was a good handling qualities, it was a safe aircraft.
Jean-Francois George is the retired vice president of civil aircraft for Dassault Aviation.
Sound barrier.
Ah. We met among some of the most famous Dassault aircraft of all time at the Air and Space Museum in the old Le Bourget terminal.
That's my favorite, you know.
Jean-Francois believes Marcel Dassault was not just thinking about how to make the best military aircraft,
but at the same time with a potential civil application and civil transportation.
Dassault's first big success in that realm was the legendary Falcon 20. Originally called Mystere, hull number 1 is chalked in a backlot at the museum. Slightly ignored, but certainly not forgotten. When Marcel Dassault designed the Falcon 20, no one knew if there was a market for a corporate business jet. But as it turns out, if you build it like this, customers will come. In this case, not just any customer, but no less than Charles Lindbergh on a mission for Pan Am looking to launch a charter service.
Lindbergh came, saw the aircraft and said, I found the bird, and Pan Am, okay, we are interested. It's a dream, you know.
The Falcon 20 was safe, beautiful, and fast, logging a speed record in 1965 with the beautiful, fast, and impeccably coiffed aviator Jacqueline Auriol at the controls. It's like yesterday for Jean-Francois.
That's an emotion for me too, because it's so nice aircraft and it's my life, you know.
And to think it all began with a young man who had an idea for a better propeller, which he made in a furniture shop in 1916.
It was a revolutionary propeller with a new aerodynamics to give a better performance to the aircraft.
The model SPAD 7 with the Eclair propeller hangs from the ceiling in the office of Eric Trappier, chairman and CEO of Dassault Aviation.
It's a humble beginning, but it shows that you need a beginning, and whether it is humble or not, you need a beginning, and if you don't have any beginning, you don't have a good success for 100 years.
100 years later, this is a company that has come a long way from a single propeller, but still has a very clear focus: to build fighters and business jets that are best in their class. Nothing less, nothing more. And as aerospace companies go, it is small, only 12,000 employees. Production engineer Laura Profit is one of the newer members of the Dassault family. She joined the company 2 years ago.
You have traditions here that are really valuable for day-to-day management. But it's also a new company in a way. We are always trying to develop new methods and new ways to be more efficient.
More proof of that this year, as the company closed a deal to sell 36 Rafales to India after a decade of hard work and negotiation. At the Grand Palais in Paris, Marcel Dassault's son, Serge, the CEO of the company from 1986 to 2000, paid tribute to his father's enduring legacy.
Without Marcel Dassault, without his passion for aviation, his vision of what should be built, his absolute perseverance, his belief in the future, all of his qualities, and the help of an incredible team of engineers and remarkable production staff, France would not have one of the greatest combat aircraft in the world today.
So what would Marcel Dassault say about his family today?
He would say, I was right to say that this aircraft would be a success for export, which is the case today. When he would be seeing the 8X flying, he would say this is a nice bird, and he would start to tell us what is the next one.
So what is next?
And if you were Marcel Dassault, I will answer to you, but you are not, and I don't answer to you.
I know my place, but fortunately for me, on days like this, it happens to be in the catbird seat.